Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Tuesday, December 5th, 2017, 7:38 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Why am I doing a video right now? Because a few things are happening and I want you to be aware of this before the morning. Now, over the past several days, I have put out a few warnings about the stock market. I said you should be exercising extreme caution. Well, right now, the overseas Asian markets are down hard. Our market here in the United States is looking very unhealthy to me. We've seen some more than interesting, I don't even know what you want to call it, action in the bond market as of late. The stock market, and for the most part, has been whistling past the graveyard with regard to the yield curve, which I've been speaking about for the longest time. We're in a very, very dangerous spot here. Now, I am not saying that we are going to have the ultimate meltdown tomorrow or the next day, but I want you to all be aware of the seriousness of what's going on. I did a video earlier today where I kind of joked around a lot, but I want you to understand that this is not a joking matter at all. And we need to pay attention to what is going on around us. People, stock market valuations right now today are in bubble territory. We're seeing a mirror image of what we have already seen the last two stock market tops, bubbles, the dot-com bubble and the last 2008 market meltdown, although this time is much worse. We have a market where people have leveraged themselves to the greatest we've ever seen in history. That says something. When you have, again, so many investors or the average Joe out here on one side of a trade, something is bound to happen. And I've been talking a lot about this lately. So I want you to, this is what I would suggest here, and I want you to keep what I am saying in a perspective. Okay, I am not saying here that this market is going to melt down tomorrow or the next day. What I am saying is you should have concern enough that if you have exposure to the stock market through a 401k plan or some other type of investment vehicle linked to the stock market only going higher, you might want to get on the phone tomorrow with your funds manager. Don't let these people talk down to you. Understand this. If you've been following my blog for, even if you've been following it probably for 6 months, you already know a lot more than the guy or girl on the other side of that phone. So don't let them talk you around anything. Express your concerns. Ask them about ways to protect your investments in the event that the stock market decides to roll over. Again, nobody is smart enough, I am certainly not smart enough, to know what the trigger is going to be here. It's probably going to come out of left field, and it's going to come when nobody is expecting it. Maybe now. Again, why? And I've been going over this at length. People simply don't believe that we can have another meltdown, especially right here and right now because of seasonality. Market seasonality dictates that the market should go higher here. That is a concern to me. It has been my goal since I've been out here, and some of you have been with me for a long time, to help you understand these markets and come away with a perspective that you're not going to find anywhere else. Now, I believe that you're smart enough to do that, and you're not going to let what happened to most people, me included, at the last bubble. Okay, I lost a lot of money back then, but I learned a lot. I will not lose here. And I do not want any one of you to lose either. So like I said, think about these things. No reason to panic, but you should have an elevated concern right now. And it's not just Greg Mannarino saying this. Again, ignore me. If you don't believe what I'm saying, or whatever that might be, there are many multi-billion-dollar hedge fund managers who are coming out sounding exactly like I have, and I've been sounding the alarm for a while. This has gone on way, way, way longer than I think anyone, including myself, ever would have expected. Nobody knew the lengths that world central banks would have gone through for now a decade to prop all of this up, suppress interest rates like we have never seen before, again, for nearly a decade. How can that occur without causing distortions across the spectrum of asset classes? That's exactly what has happened. The stock market is in a bubble on the back of the debt bubble. It's going to burst. I don't know when this is going to burst, but I have a heightened sense that we might not be too far off. Could I be wrong here? Sure I could. But I felt like I wanted to express my concern here, watching what's happening right now in the overseas markets. There may be some type of a deleveraging occurring, and we've seen this before where it starts over in Asia. Again, understand, people. There's no reason to panic or anything like that. I just want you to understand that things are looking kind of ugly, and I want you to be ready for whatever comes down the pike here. That's it. For all I know, market will go higher this month, but I really would have had a hard time sleeping tonight if I didn't get this out now. Anyway, hope this made sense to you. With that said, I'll see you in the morning. Over and out.